rotations, you know, coming into them, and if Eternal Fire was ready for war, right, and expecting, listen, this is going to be 5 maps. If we're going to win this, finally it's going to have to be 5 maps. This is just another bump on the road, right, and you're ready to get back to it. And
that's a lesson they probably haven't had to learn quite yet, because they haven't been in too many of these situations. We got a B-rush right out of the gate. Wonderful's cushed up. Woxic already, who's going to eventually go down. You do have Dooley still in cave, but certainly that gets split.
Oh, not ready for that bit. That's a strange, uncharacteristic error, overlooking Wicardia, just playing close. And now, Wicardia decided this is their pistol round. Navi, they get into the site, but now about to be escorted off it. Smoking kit on Madja. Ima and JL, both on the ramp, both noted, going for boost. A single bullet to the head will do it. Defuse is coming through, and Eternal Fire take the pistol.
Yo, what's up, Wicardia? Every kill he gets, you see Navi players sink back closer to ramp, and then just bail out entirely.
And it's Bit again. I mean, he's had the mare of Anubis, obviously, after a good nuke, but, you know, not really clearing together cave, not really counting for that extra player being in there, and that's just what brings the round completely apart for Navi.
That's why I said I thought that he would be split eventually. That seems like a detail that Navi, and have we very rarely seen in this tournament, just looked over. No one actually wrapped around. They didn't work together to clear that. That position went just lost.
This is a chance for JL to be the hero. We know he has been for Navi. They jump over them in the smoke.
What the?
No information. Alexi B aware now, catches Madja. But still Madja kicking up a fuss. JL tries to equalize, he takes one. Will he overlook another? He does! Madja a double kill, huge impact weapon upgrades. Eternal Fire, they've weathered the storm of the initial chaos.
Well, so is Navi actually pretty well, all things considered. 3-3, good on Navi, or I mean, excuse me, Eternal Fire for finding those 2 players lurking inside the smoke, but kills happening elsewhere. I mean, this gets really awkward.
And I think it's these situations where Eternal Fire is going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage when the round breaks down. What are the rotations? You can see aggression is the answer. As Woxic does find a kill on Ima, that's huge. He gets so much information because of the utility used on B as well. I think now Eternal Fire can piece the puzzle together.
Super scary. Big find from Bit.
Well, they knew Woxic was aggressive, so they'd expect him in A main. And I think, hold the phone. Bit pressing the issue over in mid. As you mentioned, rough game trying to get back on the horse. He's got 2 kills in this. Oh, he's going to back off. Slow it down, pause, and choose a new option. 30 seconds.
I think it was the crowd that made them cut noise, but now they have to speed up. Not much time left.
Yeah, wonderful. Responsible for the plant. Bit to provide the cover. Woxic searching temple. No one's looking! Still Bit gets a kill, catches Madja CT, and it's up to Woxic, commits to it and converts. Force buy from Navi. It comes down to a 1-on-1. Woxic closes it out.
Yeah, that's a pretty nerve-wracking round, though, that you have to deal with for Eternal Fire. That's a lot of damage to the economy in a plant, and you might get another force buy from Navi out of this with 4 kills and the extra bonus money from the plant. Will be interesting to see. I think, too, Yanko, to your point of those situations being some of the ones that are going to be harder for Eternal Fire, they haven't played this map all that much. So, I mean, your idea of where you position yourself to gather information, where the likely kind of plays are, considering their position, all of that's going to probably feel a little bit off and unfamiliar.
I think we also saw in that round what the answer is going to be most of the time. Just go for it, you know, push for information, just be aggressive. And then, you know, that's risky, but sometimes it's just about timing. So Navi have to show patience. And their answer in this round is just an A rush.
Yeah, the donut smoke. It might limit Wicardia and Zentara's contribution. They haven't heard any of this. No one's in donut. No one has heard the A main steps. They're already into A, and now the penny drops, but they've already lost donut, and that smoke is now working for Navi on the A side. Bit gets 2.
That's the unfamiliarity with the map. Eternal Fire. Oh, another smoke goes down, has to press it, but Alexi stepped up in donut as well. And now Woxic, you need to get the hell away with that AWP.
That was 3 players running as loudly as they could from spawn to A. Audacious to not assume they'd be heard, but just by virtue of the opening in mid, no one was in donut, no one heard that coming. Big call from Alexi straight out of the gates into the first gun.
And for Eternal Fire, you probably have the feeling that they're going to buy, or you're approaching that round as if it's going to be a buy round because they got the bomb plan and the 4 kills, and might have just thought this was going to play out more like a standard round versus something cheeky like this.
I mean, they just risked it and left A open, going for, mid to B aggression, right? Shutting that area of the map down at the beginning. It, just as Alex pointed out, they were so far from A that they had no information that the player could even go all the way deep donut. I think they were not surprised that Navi has the A bomb site, just how deep that player actually got, and that was their demise in this round.
Is there any conditioning to be built upon that? Will there be more hesitance towards early A control? It looks like they're going to start with a 3 mid setup. Woxic, perfect! Using that saved orb, taking down Ima, and now Navi walk a little wonky. Bit still in spawn, lining up util. Second wave towards middle, but JL on heaven and in the heaven smoke. Pushes through, maintains control of middle, albeit slightly.
Just one smoke left on Calyx. So we'll have to do some heavy shooting in this round. Internal Fire, they're going to end up winning. Utility isn't going to be much of a help.
I mean, I'm mostly interested in what Woxic's decision-making is. You just hung around at B for a bit, didn't hear anything, now heads to A. He's trying to be everywhere, Jason.
He feels like he has to be everywhere because of the AWP, because nobody else has any weapons. So at least Calyx has this smoke to be able to delay, to buy time for Woxic to get back. However, nobody's got eyes on Red Room. You do have it being watched by Xantars to see if anyone can cross to it. So Woxic has a pretty fast rotation once this utility comes in, but Calyx gets spammed. And I don't think he can get here fast enough, Woxic. He's just on the move now.
This is uncomfortable, hyper uncomfortable. Calyx an easy clear, 4-bit. Into the side, left and right, smokes are up. You can only spam. And it looks like now you've got the better end of that deal too. I spoke too soon. Xantars unloads his MP9, finds Alexi. Spam through the smoke to bit. They've got the smoke code vision right now. It's up to Wonderful and JL.
I think Wonderful feels like he's got to get back to help JL, so he sinks back to ramp. A little bit of safety for this battle against Major. Dinked and cleaned up, and now the AWP trained on towards ramp. It's on JL.
What can you do, JL? What can you do? Isolates, missed shot from Woxic. Xantars to provide the covering fire, pushing in. 2 of the 3, and now it looks like JL's done it. Madja with the kit on. JL, what's his play here? Pushes through and runs him down. Navi will take the clutch. A little help from Malta.
That's heartbreaking, though, for Eternal Fire. 3-on-1 against JL at ramp, and you really got to feel like that should have never gotten that far out of control.
Just at the last hurdle, again, for Eternal Fire, right? It was a 3v1. If you have a kit, you don't need to necessarily force the fight with him that much. You have the time to sort of get all your ducks in a row, double peek him, tap the bomb first, force him to peek onto you.
I think the biggest problem was Woxic had the kid with the AWP, so he's also the one that wants to provide the covering fire, so I think he was stuck between 2 mines, knowing he kind of wanted to get the kill before tapping the defuse.
I thought he got the kill in CT. That was Xantars dying all the way in Donut.
Him just ran heaven and takes that fight.
We were praising Eternal Fire's mental fortitude for Anubis, you know, but I don't know how many more rounds like this they can take. I mean, that's another clutch for the side of Navi. You know, that would have been a back-breaking round that puts Eternal Fire in the driver's seat for the whole half. At some point, you're going to have to start converting these rounds if you want to win this final.
Oh, and Woxic's been spotted, so the jig is up. He's just going to be pre-fired down. Nice work from Bit. Using those smokes, and they're going to try their best, trying to down this. Wicardia spotted out, and it's clean.
Especially because the question becomes, to finish, to build on your point a little bit, is how many of those rounds can you take on a map that you're already feeling uncomfortable on, that you don't have a lot of reps on? That's going to be a frustration in and of itself at times, and it's an accepted one. But then if you're also losing the 3v1s, if you're also losing the 4v2s on top of all that, it can spiral out of control really quickly. So a timeout heading into round 6, Eternal Fire's first, to settle themselves down as another full buy comes in.
Yes.
If Woxic wants the AWP, he's going to have to go glass cannon.
That's a decision to be made. I mean, he looks so good with it, and I would argue for it.
And they might need it.
Yeah, well, Wonderful's going to be rocking that T-side AWP. Some options on T-side Ancient for that AWP to find early influence, most notably towards the B boxes. But he's actually gone rifle. So Woxic, no AWP for the defense. Let's see what an RV are throwing into the mix this time. Still on a MAC-10 is Alexi.
He's got a couple players without head armor. Major, Wicardia, and Calyx can all fall prey to that. Deep utility, fast utility towards top ramp, and JL wants the space. with Wonderful boosted up. They've got Wakadia pinned down, good nade, but it's not going to take Wonderful's gaze away from Long, and Wakadia's given him a lot of chances. He's playing a dangerous game, and they've just walked up ramp behind the cover of the AWP.
Oh, that's a good, well-placed incendiary. Forces them forward into the site. Molly deep into cave. Oh, they're feeling so much pressure on B right now. Deep speedway smoke. They've got through it. They got past it. Maybe Wakadia can do something with this. He certainly can. Delivers a nice headshot in combination with Madja and Zentares. Madja caught the A-lurk. And now Wonderful and Bit find themselves 2v4.
Come on, Eternal Fire.
Yeah,
right?
why am I nervous?
This has to be the one. Yeah, we're all nervous.
You can't lose it. And Major, I think Major's playing this smart on the other side of the map. He's just tucked himself in a donut, not even going to flirt with the idea of shifting over in towards middle. Doesn't want to give Navi the escape route. So they're just going to be patient, knowing that Navi has to actually progress into the bomb site.
Looks like Bit's been tasked with trying to go through cave side, let Wonderful come up ramp late. But the active Calix here, he's going to stay mobile, and yep, delivers a clean headshot just like that. Wonderful catches the jump up of Woxic. Should be nothing more to be said about this one. Just Wonderful trying to preserve his AWP 3400 in reserve, so it's a wise decision.
And Eternal Fire would love to hunt this down, but they don't have the money to risk the weapons. They would love to get a free op as well for Woxic moving forward, but again, don't have the money to risk it. So this will just be the stalemate, and we're tied up at 3.
The AK on Zentares feels like good enough.
A big priority.
Yeah, for this round, you know. We'll be happy with that one.
Most definitely.
To be honest with you, I'm surprised to a certain extent that Eternal Fire was able to handle that round. I thought like the really casual walk-up, the space that JL got with the deep Molotov on B ramp. I thought Wakadia kind of being distracted by the AWP jumping back and forth to give that space over. I thought that round was going to be sunk.
I think something that was huge that happened off camera was Major on the A push catching Ima, who was on the mid lurk, right? Like some of these rounds and a lot of pressure happening, that's almost set up for Ima to take a lot of space, get into a good position, then they can rotate to the other bomb side, trademark like CB strat. We all know about it.
That's the
or
second
just get
time.
into a good position on the lurk.
That's the second time we've seen the push out of A main as well in the mid round. Remember, I believe it was Woxic did it with the MP9. So that's going to start being a piece of communication. That's a piece of information for that A player on the T side to say, all right, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for that. Doesn't happen too often, but it's happened twice already this time. Let's make sure a third doesn't.
And so we're off. We will get to see those 3 AKs, one of which is in Zentares' hands towards mid. Ime might just go and throw out some early util. Molly's cubby. Zentares blinded off. Ime is going to try and test his luck towards middle. Madja first, Zentares to trade, or vice versa. Zentares steps into the line of fire. Nice clear. Oh, God, Zentares. An missed AWP shot from Wonderful, but how does he get out of this one? A smoke, a push, and Wonderful nails it.
Fair play, that might have been the best option that Zentares had in the moment. Quick shot from Wonderful, though. And a man advantage for Navi with plenty of time to work the map and make this defense nervous.
This is really aggressive. This is hyper-aggressive. No trade potential either. Really perfect timing from Calix. And Woxic even deletes Bit. Wonderful. A little late to the arrival on A main means that Bit's gone a bit ahead of the curve.
Yeah, but look at this from JL. They have CT spawn wide open, red room wide open. Nobody's watching lane from the B bomb site. If JL continues making this move, Woxic's in some trouble. He's tucked in towards Temple safe right now.
Oof. Yeah, this is crazy. So who goes first? Calix is still moving. JL is 2. Wonderful pausing. And there's the profit for Calix. Catches JL. Now good idea as to where this last player may be. Is he going for the hold? That's going to be an easy frag. And there we have 4. Eternal Fire will take the AWP. Thank you very much. Woxic happy to snatch that one away.
That was absolutely massive. They were in a 3v4 situation, managed to bring it back after losing out on the mid fight. And no bomb plant for Navi either means they most likely have to go for an equal here, perhaps with a hero gun. And what a round from Calix and Woxic to recover.
I really think what you said, Yanko, about the memo for Eternal Fire, like, boys, we're banning Mirage. We're playing a map we don't really play. Just go for it. Go for the fights, take the info push. Don't be shy, don't play scared.
Especially in CS2, wouldn't you rather lose being the peaker than the peaked?
Yes,
absolutely. You know, at least that's okay. I'll just lose the fight, I guess.
All right, Woxic, what you got? Max showed us he was going to be holding this angle with the AWP quite frequently. Here he is, first chance at it. Oh, the shadow. The shadow becomes such a distraction. And what do you do now? You've lost the A bomb site, you've lost the AWP. Alexi's got some deep angles to work with. He's looking for somebody to pass that off to.
Yeah, Wonderful's going to have his fingers on it now, holding CT. Wicardi's going to be really limited in what he can contribute as Wonderful holds down the line of fire. Just a partial investment, basically Glocks.
Dude, you lost to 2 Deagles and
Two
Glocks.
Deagles and Glocks.
I hate to be that guy, but well 7.
Oh dear, oh dear. Yes, I mean, best case scenario, Zantara saves an AK now.
Hate to be that guy, but why that angle when... I mean, maybe they lost track of the money a little bit for Navi and thought they had more money than they did, but playing up close, right, with the AWP against this buy, not the safest of options, and as Jason pointed out, baited by the shadow a little bit. Just dies immediately, and the round like becomes really, really hard, if nothing else, because there's an AWP in play for the Ts now and not for the CTs, the long-range fights that he can take.
And the Ts didn't even buy smoke, so there's some really nice deep angles to look down. There's some really nice deep vision that you don't normally have as an AWPer. And Wonderful makes full effect of it.
Oh, what a shot. I mean, fair play. Good shot, but as Yanko highlights, perhaps an unwise position given the bite.
And look at what it does to Eternal Fire. You know,
red smoke.
Probably the most important round of this first half.
There's a ratty angle. Zantara's can take over this. Ima may not be prepared for this angle. Or maybe the flashes are perfectly accounting for it. We'll find out. Wonderful's going to be posted up. Who goes first on this? They're worried about Heaven. Alexi B calls it clear. Re-smokes Red Room. Okay, good comms, good patience. Another misread smoke. He can peek around this. Navi are having a nightmare with their utility.
Actually, I mean, I'll be honest with you, it feels like they kind of realized the first one was missed, and that's why they were so patient about coming out mid. And the second one, it feels like they knew it was going to be that deep as well, because Ima's ready for that angle.
Really clean. Just one by one, they've picked them apart. Calyx forced to rotate to acknowledge the gap, and Bit, ooh, falls away from the angle Madja was just about to step into.
Man, this kind of a pick, this kind of a risk in the veto for Eternal Fire, you really want to be playing with momentum. You really want to be playing with a lead. And Navi's ripped both of those opportunities away from them
in one round.
Take it. There you go. They can still make this a round that you can actually fight for. Calyx is in some trouble with reloading the M4.
How's he done that? A Glock kill from him onto the armored M4.
Up close and personal.
Yeah, and running at him.
Yeah.
CS2 style. Well, they know Madja was elbow, so Wonderful's understandably cautious, and Alexi's clears are going to be interesting. He's got him. Oh, lovely. Madja at least gets one on their way out. Woxic trying to hold on to an AK-47 for his comrade.
Should be good from here, although Navi might go for the trade coming through into cave. There's the flashbang. Woxic not looking, not even really considering that as an idea. And it's a one-round lead for Navi.
It's now about, for Eternal Fire, it's about trying to win just 1 or 2 more rounds in this half, really. They were in full control, playing that anti-eco, but MR12, you lose one of those and turns the half completely on its head. I think these two teams are similar in a sense of that probably they'll both say that their stronger side is their T side. You know, I think they have a lot of faith, Eternal Fire in Major's calling as well. They're shooting well in this one.
Oh, my lord. Unarmored. A full save for Eternal Fire.
But you still want to have a buffer regardless of all of that. So I think if Eternal Fire, if they can, you know, get the last 2 after this one and then end up with 6, would go a long way into having a chance to win Ancient.
All right, double smoke towards long. Twice as smoked. Here's the play. Wicardia can't get it. Good cover from JL. Notice it a little bit late, but able to clean up the USP. The bomb will get planted. It's not high priority at the moment. And once again, Major just going to try and keep this M4 alive for the next round.
Yeah, we got to see the full 12 rounds in the one Ancient that we saw from Eternal Fire versus the Mongols at that Sky Sports Championship. Madja takes 2 on the way out. Alexi continues to hunt, and another for Madja. He's desperately trying to hold on to his M4. Wonderful second guessing it with his AWP on his back. JL's closing it down. They do not want to let him have it. And they won't. Back of the head, 1 tap. 4 kills from JL on the anti-eco. But it was a 5-7 first half for Eternal Fire when they started on that T side. Currently on their CT. And what was most notable was Madja was at the top of the scoreboard. We can't have the same thing here. 19 frags from Madja in that one and only Ancient. Currently the scoreboard reads similarly. Sure, he did just pad the stats with 3 on the exit, but
yeah.
Then I have to keep your eyes on Woxic now he's got that AWP back in his grasp. 6-6 is incredibly workable. 8-4. It's going to set the bar very high for their T-side pistol.
That's the second timeout for Eternal Fire, right? I mean, still the T side to be played, so it's a big commitment to only have 1 left for the second half.
Major wasn't dropped a gun. I believe he dropped the AWP over to Woxic, and they're very late coming out of spawn. Thankfully, Woxic wasn't planning on doing anything aggressive. He's going to just park himself over in Temple, but Major's going to be playing with a 5-7 to open up this round.
Hate to see it, also coming out of a timeout.
Yeah, Torres steps up, traded. Yime goes down, but mid space taken. Calix, this is all in. Lovely find. Can he smoke himself up? Will Wonders full clear the angle? He's going to have to think twice about pushing the smoke. Calix lives on. He's done a lot. He's passed the test.
Held his nerve very well in that situation, waiting for the smoke to plume. Do they want to do like a late mid pounce from the CT side? Oh.
Scary game being played. Wonderful. Reads Woxic like a book. And not able to convert. Gets a little greedy there, Wonderful. Punished for it. Calix, oh, the adaption. He tucks in, ready for the ramp push. He's done a lot in this round, and it puts it all onto Bid in the clutch. Knows he's got the bomb down. Here's the magazine. Expire. And tries to isolate, but a bit messy on the spray. Couldn't find that instant headshot he's so known for. A 5th round for Eternal Fire on their defense, and Calix, he gets a gold star. He's doubled his frag total. And relevant contributions initially towards the cave pit, but wrapping around, ensuring he had ramp accounted for as well. Didn't just let JL walk in and call the side clear.
Yeah, really good reposition from Calix. Really nicely done from him over in cave and Jaguar. That's perfect play. 5-6. Last round of the first half. And Major got a free upgrade. Got a free AK-47 out of that. Passed it over to a teammate.
Yeah, this gruesome twosome. Wukadia and Zentares given the gift. Last round of our half here. 3rd map of the best of 5. Typically not a map you see Eternal Fire on. Zentares caught out early. Imek punishes an attempted aggression. The bait, the switch. Alexi B pushing cave smokes, not expecting Wukadia to be there too. And so it's fair play. You still have B control. It's cost you.
Yeah, it has, and it's cost you a lot because you've had a full shift of Woxic away from the A bomb site with that ADVP just as Navi's creeping in. They found the winning recipe. Gonna clear elbow. JL might just have a free kill. Major looking the wrong way. Spotted, dispatched.
Oh, yeah, they're getting caught out, aren't they, all over the shop. That's like 3 players in 1 round getting booked.
It's these timings and these possibilities that they're not supremely, it's not coming as fast as it does on other maps, and Navi's able to slip the net a number of times. Wukadia goes down last. It's 7-5. Navi piling on the hurt towards the end of the opening half. This is Ancient, and Eternal Fire is going to have to recover on unfamiliar grounds in the second half.
Short. Short AP. Да, флешкой. Деф нет. Nice! Guys,
Eternal Fire took a big risk letting Ancient come into this. It was part of their veto plan. They're playing with house money here on a map that they don't play frequently, and Navi's got them down by 2 rounds heading into this second half. Pistol. And we'll see if Eternal Fire can recover and shock us once again.
Yo, I'm already shocked they're going for such a complex pistol. It's a fake on B. And they're contacting up. Now, 3 players started B, and they're hesitant. Now the steps are heard. Bit prepares himself, Alexi B, to react. Misses his first opportunity. They look to surge into Donut, trying to take this away from Bit. Take this away from Navi! But he removes Calyx. Long range, a quick adjustment into the second. Already the A-bomb site, the whole pistol comes crumbling down thanks to one man at his USP.
And the plant spot. You're planning in that close corner. He doesn't have that angle, but the composure from Bit to just ignore the jumping Glocks close up to him, to just land that shot on the planter, that's insane.
Like, let's be realistic, Yanko. How much time do you think he actually took to line up that long-range shot? Because it felt like he had, I don't know, like 3 seconds in super slow-mo, but realistically...
A tenth of a second,
yeah,
maybe.
Realistically, that's just a knee-jerk reaction.
It's just the brain doing its subconscious thing where it's like, oh, there's the planter. Yeah, I love that fight. I'll take that one down. That's for the betterment of the team if the plant gets delayed.
Oh,
what
please.
a pistol round from Bit.
Replay operator, let me see that again. Spin that shit. I want to see Bit isolating those jewels. The fact he gets 2 as well, that is so naughty. And the round ends. Look at this. Ignores him completely. Zentaras then peeks in. A graceful adjustment of the crosshair for number 2. And, well, Navi up 8-5. And it doesn't look like this one. Eternal Fire are interested in the jive. Just an economical. With the Desert Eagle on Macardia. And this is what happens. You know, this, you can see this is a demonstration of how Navi will be taking that lane control.
You know, for the fact that this is typically the ban of Eternal Fire, and for the fact that this is a map they don't play all that often, obviously, because of that, like, they're actually putting up a decent enough fight in a lot of these rounds. I'm actually surprised they've been able to stick in some of them. And if you don't lose that 1v3 to JL that we saw in the intermission, if you don't lose that pistol round to some crazy shots from Bit, this could feel like it's a much closer affair.
Or you could win an eco.
Or you could win an eco.
Which, of course, is very hard to do, and not what we're seeing here.
And to be fair, in the 1v3 from JL, they did double peek him. Woxic just missed his shot.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe I was a little bit too harsh on that in the first half, but yeah, definitely still in it. I mean, the same exact situation they were in on Anubis. T-side down 9-5, coming into the first gun round. So can Major hook something up again to get Eternal Fire back into this game?
This is going to be red smoke, cave smoke, mid control. No one going heaven side. Cave smoke's up, implying that that's what they're vying for, but Imer keeps his gun out and has nothing to report on the walk up. Oh, Arcadia, an important one, but a flying Alexi B and a re-peek out a Bit, regains control. Firmly grasping not only mid, but lane control as well. Woxic trying to shift the tide of battle, pushing forward towards JL on ramp. Oh, he's so nimble. Controls the spray, but traded immediately. Alexi B has just been a trade machine in this round. A double kill to avenge his fallen comrades.
And I think if Eternal... Ooh, hold the thought for a second, because Bit's going to swing in towards A main. Good kill from Major. Navi's far off. They have time to deploy the smoke. Oh, just barely. Major at 3 HP. Bomb should go down, and we've got a 2-on-2.
Yeah, the smoke's awkward. It's weird, and it does result in a nice spam onto Calyx. Madja, the 3 HP 1v2.
He needs to use this molly for the bomb. It's his only option.
Yeah, they don't have a smoke. So time is on his side in some way, shape, or form, but there's already a smoke on it. Doesn't want to overplay his hand. Has to call this first bluff. They have lost control of it. They have no idea. They're looking Temple. They're looking CT, boys. There's an actual universe where Madja can win this with 3 HP. Better be perfect. Oh, it's not. It's not. And Alexi can close it down. Oh, wow.
He's laughing about it, at least.
The incendiary. I mean, we have to also give Alexi B his flowers in that one. Every like step in the right direction Eternal Fire took, Alexi B was right there to, you know, nip at the heels.
And that's what I was going to say before that round really came to its peak, was if Eternal Fire gets stuck in these kinds of rounds where they have to challenge and constantly fight for lane control against all these different peaks and pieces of utility, again, the unfamiliarity with the territory, their protocols are going to be in no way at the level to contend with Navi.
Yeah, it's too fast-paced for them to keep up, right? And that's obviously a problem, and it's why, you know, for Navi it was a clear and easy pick when the second round came about. This is the last timeout coming in for Eternal Fire.
But I mean, that begs the question too, Yango. Like, I also don't know what you're supposed to do if you could never really fight for B control. Like, at some point you have to do it. You like have to descend into that fight, but it feels like it's going to be such a losing affair if they get stuck in it.
I mean, it's all right. You know, it was the one kill sort of that made the difference there. I don't know who it was. They got the jumping MP9, and Alexi got the last one through the smoke.
Hey, that was all Alexi. Jumping MP9 included. Okay, they want to test A. I'm more interested while they're lining this up is if they clear lane. Wait, who's that? Yep, Alexi B has just said, boys, it's suspiciously quiet on B.
And they started with 3 players, 2 in Donut, 1 in mid, and now all 3 of them are going to be eyes peeled for the A bomb site.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah, have fun. Oh, fun, Xantares 1, Xantares 2. One more remains, and Woxic delivers it. That's the open bomb site, the open runway to a 6th.
There's your answer, Jason.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just shoot them in the head.
Yeah, well, Xantares, if he could do that, you know, 4 more rounds, I'm not going to start believing.
Well, hang on, he's got a flash cooking. JL would have to do the unthinkable. Are they in Donut now? Yeah, this is not going to go far. Nothing to report. Nothing to achieve. Kit scooped up.
They have a smoke.
Smoke on the bomb or run?
They wanted a mistake, and now they're hoping that that smoke makes Eternal Fire a little bit nervous. 6th round for the bomb blast. Everyone going to start evacuating now. 6th round for Eternal Fire. Two banger entry headshots from Xantares. Woxic with a really nice trade. That one especially wonderful. Probably surprised that he didn't get a little bit more of a fight in the round.
Huge trade from Woxic as well on Nime. You know, he was able to do a lot of damage there potentially as the 3rd player, not really expected to be that close to the bomb site. Blade now back on the mic.
I know what he's saying.
Well,
don't get headshot by Xantares. I told you this before, guys.
Yeah, this was actually the #1 note that we had in the book for the day.
Don't die to Xantares and Woxic, and you'll be fine.
Told you. I told all of you, just stay away from Xantares.
Yeah, you have to. You really do.
But it's really more difficult on your CT side, right? Because he picks where to go.
True.
You just have to be ready for him.
Yeah, this time Bit was not.
And no op for Wonderful in this round, so we'll see if that's going to pose a problem at all against the AKs.
Oh, Lurk Smoke being lined up.
They've done their homework.
They've done a lot, so they're doing 3 smokes off the rip, including this B Lurk Smoke. Now smoked at doors, a decision to be made. They will push through. Wicardia, stubborn. Extinguish on that, gives a signal to Bit that there's bodies close. Pushing through this smoke would be a death sentence, but they made it! Oh, the team play! Alexi B sets up Bit, and he sprays down 3! Oh, it was just a beautiful machine. Everything whirring perfectly, in unison.
That's what I'm saying about these lane protocols from Navi is like, how do you handle the, like, remember the first one was Bit jumping up in the box and Wicardia just took his head off in the first gun round. This time he's like, all right, I'm not going to take that peek. I'll jump up. You guys have extinguished the Molotovs. I got some space to work with.
Alexi B has a lineup for the T extinguish of the lane molly, which is only going to work if your lane molly's fast enough, your door smoke is from spawn insta. It's just a beautiful, poetic combination from Navi. And it's 5 alive. I mean, justifiably so. What's that, 4 AKs? Can they make it 5? Okay. 4 AK-47s brought through a statement round from Navi.
What a call out of the timeout as well. I mean, perfect read from Navi in that one. Perfect execution. Actual execution.
Hello, motherfucker.
Yeah, very much so. Bit's living the dream. Nice little jump as well. Style points. Judges give it 10 out of 10. 5-round lead.
When in doubt, Exec it out.
Yeah, but you're going to be nervous waiting for these Molotovs to clear for any more pressure coming from mid or cave.
Oh, and when you don't smoke it, they will. And JL just ready to take any aim duel. Calyx will punish him for his overextension. Bit, timing, swing, finds one, ready for more. Confirms that they're trapped on ramp. He peeks into them and delivers another headshot, but it's Calyx all day. Triple kill, impact round from Calyx. Can he convert anymore? He knows Alexi B is still alive, knows he lives in cave.
Yes. I was going to say the same exact thing, so now I have no point to make. But that's why they're backing off right now, back towards T-spawn.
I'll shut up. Just do the talking out.
No, it's perfect. All right, decision to make. Long run. Wonderful's pushing mid. If he gets close enough to the wall, you can hear these footsteps. And yep, there it is.
Hello.
Yes, sir, and he can hear him. He's tracking him the whole way. He's going to have a very nice timing on this flank, and he's got as much time as he wants to put it through because Alexi's got a long rotation, just now hitting CT spawn. Make some noise, be the distraction, spam a little bit, nade a little bit, and set Wonderful up.
Okay, that is threatening. Post-plant positions adopted, both going for donut.
They're going to know both are donut as well. As soon as Wonderful turns this corner, there's another smoke on Alexi. There's a Molotov. There's a smoke, or I mean, a Molotov, a flash, and a nade.
I love this from Madja. It felt like it was a bit of an overcommitment, but going playing double donut. So as long as Calyx can keep them distracted and stop them from defusing, it's not planted for you, but maybe it's planted for Madja. Around to Red Room, catches him on the defuse. Heroics from their captain.
No way. I never expected him to be there in time.
Oh, wow. Inspired play. Calyx, of course, even making this round a reality. Crazy shooting from him. But Madja gets them both. This lineup through the smoke, it's perfect. It's a headshot.
I want to know how many seconds that was. I want to know, like 0.3, 0.1 left.
Oh, Navi are going to feel like they've been robbed. And now looking at their finances, they're acting like they have been.
That's finally Eternal Fire, though, winning one of those big swing rounds that can really put the economy in a bad place.
Focus on this, most important round. Guys, you wanna...
Most important round indeed.
All right, a boost up. You got two players to send defending the same bomb, so we got a case of the giggles. Ema's in donut, Bits in behind big box. Wonderful boosts it up. Oh, they don't check it. They don't check it, but a missed shot. They need this trade. Wonderful has to stand and fight. Oh, one more, and now Ema steps up. Navi got the answers, and finally they've broken through, but that's bought time for JL to slide right into the bomb site.
Don't count out Madja. He's done it once. Can he do it again? He does actually find Alexi, but JL brings it to 12. Of course he does. Of course he does. 20 frags for JL, a 2 KD clean.
But you can see how good the reads are from Navi as well. I mean, they have 3 players waiting on A. The rotate is fast as well. When you can't take control of mid or these fast mid takes, heaven peaks and everything isn't working, I mean, what's left? Just hitting the bomb sites, and that's what Navi is playing for, because every time Eternal Fire tried to do something like that, go for some mid control, they were shut down instantly.
Well, outside of some spectacular shots from Calyx, they were shut down at the B-bomb site as well. Good opening kill onto Ema, but all 5 players are here, so they might still just want to press the issue at the B-bomb site.
It's scary now. Very scary. Bits actually burrowed up heaven into the smoke, and they're walking past him.
I'm sorry, what? Did he just get that jumping over the boost box?
I didn't see.
I think he just jumped over the boost box and killed JL out towards long.
Perfectly reasonable. We'll try and catch that one on the delay. What just happened? I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that's what
jumped?
He jumped over the boost box and just took a shot, and JL was peering around the edge of the smoke and got killed.
Got his
something. His red ripped off. I don't know if it was a headshot. I don't want to commit to that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I see you. Well, Wonderful. He's just trying to save now, and yeah, Eternal Fire's campaign back into this game is a long one.
But you're right too, because it's like this is the problem with the map, and even Mac highlighted it after watching the Mongols game, and you know Blade will have that information as well, having seen this picked as the 3rd map. He'll, you know, mid is not an area that Eternal Fire necessarily like to attack. They explode out of it rarely, once in a while. Most of it is the extremities, but then if you go to one of the extremities and you can't handle the lane pressure frequently, the map shrinks, your options shrink.
I think if Eternal Fire is going to get this into OT, it's going to be by overloading that lane mid area and just finding a way to win those fights. I think Navi is going to understand.
He did.
Oh, wow.
It was a headshot as well.
That's so stupid.
The jumping headshot from Woxic.
Give me JL's reaction, because I know he's going to look funny.
How does he do this?
That's so crazy.
Because in reality, look at the buy from Navi, right? Like it's non-existent almost. So then 12-9, eco 12-10. What are you going to do then? Eco twice, so you have a one great buy at 12-11, or maybe it's going to be bad buys up until the end of the half. So I think actually spending all your money here, I don't like that either for Navi. You need one round, right? Like make sure you have one really, really good buy.
Lexi B, he really knows he has to take the fight, bring the fight to EF in this round with only an MP9, so very active from Alexi. Madja makes his way over, likely going to have pull a molly. Is that the timing Alexi chooses to push? It is! Madja unloads a full magazine. Wicardia still the unknown entity here, maybe going to be overlooked. Oh, reload. Wicardia, window of opportunity, charging down the SMG. Only one option here.
He should know that he's got him trapped, though. Looking for that other peek. Oh, Dooley's down B ramp have had success somehow. There's the MP9 going down next. Okay, Eternal Fire, man advantage.
Calyx found the gap, but I'm not sure if Ima might have heard him from Donut. Doesn't look like it.
If they double peek him, though, double clear towards mid. Oh, Calyx, you got one. And there's space over at the B bomb site, but Eternal Fire not in a position to take advantage of it. Only 20 seconds left.
He's so slow. They've got the smoke.
You got to bait Xantar's hard.
Wicardia can smoke short, but JL.
Okay. Well, what can you say about that one? Ima likely just looking for a gun. Find an AK-47 on the ground. There's only one place where all these guns have dropped. And already being watched as well, but Woxic is dinked up and has to give up the fight. There's a Galil. Not ideal. Wicardia gonna take him down. There's 12-9, and they force the eco out of Navi. So still life in Eternal Fire, still a chance at overtime.
That's the thing about Eternal Fire. Always shining. Always burning. And Navi will have to stomach a 12-10 scoreline. One round all they need, but you've got to give credit to Eternal Fire for keeping this game as competitive as it has been. That 1v3 from JL still lingering in the back of my mind as well as I'm sure theirs. Just USPs pushing down ramp. Shouldn't be anything to be worried about. And Wicardia and Madja are not. Between the two of them, they get the job done.
You see, this is what I was talking about now. Look at their buy. It's 4,300 pretty much across the board. No op on...
Wonderful.
Wonderful. You can't have a full nade set and an M4, and that's why you see Blade taking a timeout here. You know, you need to have a call for this round first, and then even if you end up losing it, for your mixed buy at the end. That's why that force buy for all your money didn't make much sense to me. If you save 500-600 in that force for this round, all of a sudden, yeah, now we have a really good round.
Would it be crazy to see like a Furia buy here, where you buy down to 2K, you have a threatening heavy util, 5.7, MP9, something aggressive, and then your last round of regulation, you've got every bell and whistle you desire?
Yeah, I'd be down with that as well. Like, this is the situation that I always try to avoid.
Yeah.
Right? There's no kit either on anyone. So you, from 12-8, you had 4 rounds where you didn't have a proper full buy round. Is that really how you want to end your game? But let's see, Navi has won a ton of these rounds.
Yeah, and a Blade timeout. Chad would like to be keeping track of the conversions.
They won the last one out of a Blade timeout.
2, I think.
Yep. Over to the A-bomb site we go. Eternal Fire just switching up where they like to attack. This time, though, Navi does have someone in Donut, so they can hear the footsteps early.
Yeah, Bit's going to be unloading his magazine. Look at the damage onto the two front runners. Wicardia and Xantara is brought low. Bit wants to fight, wants to biff, tries to clear the smoke, but fails. And Wicardia will manage to find Bit through the smoke. A spam back, Woxic. He doesn't go down. The bomb does, though, and Eternal Fire force Navi into an already dire position.
I think based off everything Yanko just said as well, they have to save. They have to back off. There's no kit, not enough utility to pull off the execution. Oh, no.
Eternal Fire needs to hunt.
Yeah, if you hunt it, you got plenty of money. Take everything away. Send them all.
Okay, that's information.
Yeah, but that killer instinct isn't yet an Eternal Fire,
Yeah,
right?
it's also, you know, and it's just, listen, guys, let's just make sure we got
win
the
the round.
Are you with the bomb? Are you with the bomb? Wait, they actually are. They're going down with the bomb. That's how safe they're playing it.
Don't worry about the bomb. We got 3 people still there.
Bomb's safe, guys. Bomb is safe. The round is ours. But yeah, this run, how many rounds did you say it was, Yanko? 4 in a row. This would be a 5-round run on the T side of their permaban. And as a product of it is Navi's financial decisions. That was Ima securing the save, and now chance to defend their honor. Kits are present. Lexi B forced into an SMG, but that's not the end of the world. And is this mid? Do my eyes deceive me? Will Zantares actually try, or just throwing out the early HE? Does chip away at Ima. Lane extinguish. Wicardia runs straight through. A comfortable collection for Ima. First blood drawn. Is this the end of Eternal Fire's hopes of Ancient?
That looks so weird. I almost feel like there had to have been a miscommunication where Kadia thought they were going to be taking mid aggressively and there would be a little bit more presence to keep it, you know, occupied a little bit longer. Or Ima, excuse me.
Yeah, because that came too comfortably. That's an odd one.
Well, now they have complete control of B lane. See, it's clear. Re-smoke towards the double doors.
Oh, an even deeper one. Well, that's going to slow you down. What's Madja thinking now? 3 of his teammates are gathered behind a smoke doors.
I think he's thinking, Navi thinks we're going to go end the round on A because that's what's worked a couple of times, and we have to be stubborn and wait out this smoke and try to end the round on B.
He opts to hold the incendiary, ready to react to Madja's first presence. Flashes to regain control. Alexi B eats them. Good clear, good util, and then Madja activates in mid. JL tested. They don't find him. He peeks in again, isolates Woxic, removes him from the equation. Wonderful rotates through. It's up to JL again. Stubborn, solid as a rock on the long side, and 13 imminent unless Madja's got something crazy. JL passing the test. He'll likely swing on this. A weird Molotov does spread, limits his options, his contributions. Bit pulls it across the line. Close, but no cigar for Eternal Fire on the Ancient pick. Navi lead the series 2-1.